Don't believe everything you think by Joseph N. Chapter 5. If we can only feel what we are thinking, don't we need to think positively to feel that way? We are ever only one thought away from peace, love, and joy, which comes from a state of no thought. Dickens Bidenshaw. There is a convict that I haven't mentioned yet to the principle that we can only feel what we are thinking. The more accurate way of describing it, it's that we can only ever feel negative emotion when we are thinking. The goal isn't necessarily to completely stop feeling negative emotions. Some of the negative emotion can be helpful, such as feeling fearful when deciding to walk down a dark alley alone with no one else in sight. Those negative emotions are only helpful to us in terms of survival, but if we don't consistently encounter life or death situation, negative emotions are more unhelpful than helpful for most of us. We are going to be moving forward with the context that we are not struggling for physical survival, so we will be using the context that negative emotions are not necessary most of the time. When I mentioned that we can only feel what we are thinking, most people assume that we must think positively to feel positive emotion. Instead of convincing you if this is true or not, let's do another thought experiment so you will can experience the truth for yourself. Recall a time when you felt the most joy and love you ever felt in your life and feel the feeling that you can felt at the time as much as you can for at least 30 seconds. What kind of thoughts were going through your mind at the peak moment when you felt the most joy and love? I'm not asking what you were doing at the time, but what thoughts were going through your head at the exact moment. For many people, that answer is they realize that they didn't have any thoughts during the exact moment. For others, they say that the thought was that they were so grateful or happy. For those that answered that they had a thought that they were grateful, did you feel that joy and love before you had that thought or after? Take 10 to 50 seconds to answer the question before moving on. What insights and epiphanies did you have? What's crazy is that most people didn't have any thoughts going through their mind when they felt the happiest and the most amount of the love in their lives. For those that had the thought that they were grateful, they felt that way before having the thought. If they had the thought, it happens after they felt the feeling. So the thought could not have produced the. This brings us to another truth. You do not have to have thoughts or think to feel positive emotion. The beautiful part about truth is that it needs no justification because it can be experienced right here, right now. It doesn't need to be proven or rationalized to you and experienced this truth firsthand by the experiment we just did. Here's why we don't need to have thoughts or think to feel positive emotions like joy and love. Our natural state of being is joy, love, ecstasy, freedom, and gratitude. This may be hard to believe because if it's natural, why don't we feel that way all the time? I will answer this in a bit. If we want to see the natural state of anything, one of the best way is to look at the nature and the state of its in infancy before it is affected and conditioned by its environment. For example, let's look at the natural state of baby. What is a baby's natural state and default state? Assuming that baby wasn't abused, neglected, or had any physical issues. Are babies naturally stressed, anxious, fearful, and self-conscious? Are they naturally in a state of bliss, happiness, and love? Our natural state of being is joy, love, and peace. Therefore, anything that we do will only take us from our natural state of being, which is why whenever we feel extremely stressed, we are having a lot of thinking going on. The strength of negative emotions we feel is direct proportion to how much thinking we are doing in the moment. On the other hand, the intensity of positive emotions we feel is inversely proportional to the amount of thinking we are doing in the moment. In other words, the less thinking we have going on, the stronger the positive emotions we feel in the present. To see the truth in this, recall a few other memories you had when you were extremely stressed and anxious and see how much thinking was going on at the time. Take about 1 to 2 minutes to do this. Then recall a few memories where you were at your happiest and felt most of joy and love, and see how much thinking you had going on at the time. Take another 1 to 2 minutes to do this before moving on to the really experience the internalize the truth of what you see. An analogy that my coach taught me that helped crystallize this concept was to imagine our minds as a speedometer like in a car, but instead of miles per hour, it is thoughts per minute. The more thinking we have going on, the higher the thought-o-meter goes, and if we have enough thinking going on, it is go into the red zone. This is when we feel extremely stressed, burned out, frustrated, and angry. It is not the content of our thinking that cause us stress, but that we are thinking, period. The amount of thinking we have going on is directly correlated to the magnitude of stress and negative emotions we are experiencing at any given moment. When you are experiencing a lot of frustration, stress, anxiety, or any negative emotion, just know that it is because you are thinking, and the intensity of those emotions is directly correlated to how much thinking is going on. Therefore, it is not what we are thinking about that is causing us suffering, but that we are thinking. To summarize, we do not have to try to think positive to experience love, joy, bliss, and any positive emotions we want, because it is our natural state to feel those emotions. The only time we don't naturally feel those emotions is when we begin to think about the thoughts we are having, those blocking the direct connection to the infinite intelligence, and we feel stressed, anxious, depressed, and fearful. It is not about the content of our thinking, but that we are thinking, which is the root cause of our suffering. The intensity of the negative emotions is directly correlated to the amount of thinking we having going on in the present. The less thinking we have, the more space we create for the positive emotions to naturally